quick overview. This is Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. It's a 3v3 fighting game where, obviously you pick 3 characters. You can call them as assists, right? You got the whole squad. And so the controls, really quick, it's a familiar layout from more recent fighting games. So there's an L, there's an M, H, and assist 1, assist 2. I can have both at the same time if I want. And the way the specials work, so there's a special button, and you can press neutral special, right? So you can press forward special, and you can press back special. Yeah. So, we are really about, accessibility. We don't want to gate any moves behind, complicated inputs or anything like that. So you can pretty much just jump right in and start doing stuff. It's a very fast-paced fighting game, so more towards the style of sort of versus games and team combat games. So there's a lot of juggling, air blocking, that kind of thing. So very very frenetic, fast-paced.
I just say that one word. I don't know what they're talking about. I just see the Red Ranger and Draken. That's all I see. That's all I see. I don't know what else they're talking about. Straight up, you feel me?
Listen, man, it's one of those games where you always wanted to see some Zoo Rangers just kick each other's ass. That's basically it.
So yeah, very basic on the combo system. So there's several different, I want to say, tiers of combos. So the very basic stuff is you can press any, whether it be L or M or H. You can just mash these buttons and get a target combo, right? This is M, right? And then I can also press H. But of course, for more traditional, fighting game enthusiasts, it'll be familiar to do L, M, H. And I can also do L, M, H into my target combo. And I can also do L, M, oops, excuse me, getting ahead of ourselves. I could do LMH into specials, right? And those specials, of course, I can combo into my super.
Tyrannosaurus!
Oh? Yeah, so pretty much all the characters have a similar layout to this. And so, if you learn how to play one character, chances are you'll be, you won't have to learn too much more going with other characters. And of course, everyone has, and those are sort of like the basics. Of course, we have juggles, so more advanced combos, And of course, you can do anything from specials during those juggles, supers. I should mention that in the air, you have LMH, but you also have an air special as well. So every character has a move that they can do in the air with a special button. Yeah, we got push blocking, right? Excuse me. Push blocking, throws, all the stuff you guys are familiar with, right? We have dashing, and we also have auto running. So if you just want to, we only have walking backwards, but you can run, you can dash, right?
Back dash.
You can dash into run. Sorry. So yeah, I mean the idea is we don't want to gate. We don't want to gate movement behind complicated inputs. So if you want to just start moving right away, then you can, right? Also, two different kinds of jumps. You have the regular jump and you have a dash jump. Goes a bit further and goes also has a lower trajectory or lower altitude, I should say. Right. And then you can also chain stuff in the air. Oops. Ooh, whoa, whoa.
Okay.
Gotta do these combos.
Yeah. So the 4 characters that we're showing off today are, of course, Red Ranger, Lord Draken, who's the boss of the game. You can check my Twitter if you want to see. We came out with a trailer for him recently. It's pretty sweet. And we're also showing off Green Ranger and Mega Force Yellow. Right. So I know everyone wants to see Green Ranger.
Tommy Oliver, yes.
The alternate color.
Yeah.
Not only as the Green Ranger, but it's me.
That's what's up, man. So, we wanted to make sure that we, pulled as much from the source material as we could when making the move set. So, for example, anyone will, recognize these moves, right? When he was still Evil Ranger, right?
Of course, all the Power Rangers in one shot. Yes.
Yeah, that move definitely is broken.
It is broken.
Yeah, can you guys hear Yipes and Justin, by the way? Just want to make sure.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we're good. Ooh. Yeah, advanced combos. So yeah, I'll just give you a rundown of some of Green Ranger's moves. Right, he has the fireball, he has this drop kick, he has the air special, he has this geyser, right, and he also has a drill kick. All taken from the source material, right? And of course, he's brandishing his dagger the whole time. Oh, I forgot to mention. So we have EX moves. Basically, it's the reversal mechanic. It has some invincibility. I feel like a large part of the meta is going to be baiting these out, right? So it has some invincibility, and you know, you use it defensively to get people off of you, that sort of thing. You can also add it in combos. It takes 1 meter. You can't see it because we have the infinite meter on, but yeah, it takes meter. And I should say supers, they take 2 meters. And here's Tommy's super.
Oh,
And of course, I can combo off of this.
Open palm. Activated battle mode. Dragon sword. Activated battle mode.
damn! Look at that. Okay.
I got a combo. I got a combo.
You got
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
execution part, huh?
yeah.
Come on.
That was so
Yeah, so you know, we know that, you know, there's a lot of Green Ranger fans not only in the chat but in the office as well. You know, I was 9 years old watching this dude go to work.
Including me.
Yeah.
Including me. I'm not from the office, but I love Tommy Oliver. That's my man, 100 grand.
Yeah, he's really a character. So you know, the contrast between red and green is red. He a lot of his combos are, you know, ground based, that kind of thing. He has some juggles, of course, right? But Green Ranger, he's all about the juggle. So a typical bread and butter, something like this, right?
And what's so great is obviously you haven't even added the assist yet in the combos.
Yeah. So that's like a typical bread and butter with Green Ranger. Yeah, so I should go over assists. So, you know, you press assist 1 or assist 2 to get your assist on the screen. The way you tag in this game, there's 2 ways to tag. It's pretty much the same thing. So you either, if you have your assist on the screen, press it again, and you can turn into that. You can take over, basically, which is what the UI call out is. And also, if you just want to tag out quick, you can just double tap it, and I'm already out, right? So given that, for example, if I call red as an assist, I can, you know, green's doing its thing while I've already switched over to red.
It's like the fireball.
Yeah, like the fire. That's what I tried to do actually. So I could do this. Right. So in that case, you know, you can kind of mix it up. Also, a tactic that we've been using here in the office is if you can get a sandwich, right? Then suddenly, yeah, Green Ranger's attacking you from behind.
I hit.
Right. And so
That's a mix-up. That's the
and
mix-up.
if I have
right
both
there.
of these guys on screen, and you know, you don't know which one I'm switching to. I mean, you have to react really quickly. So that's sort of like mix-ups that are unique to this game is switching out and, you know, going low or switching out. And also, I can combo off of my assist if I tag in. Yeah.
Ooh.
Didn't combo. Let me go over some yellow actually. So this is Gia, Mega Force Yellow. She's more of sort of like a mid to long range character. So she has her, you know, saber whip.
Instant overhead.
Yeah, instant overhead, so I can do stuff like this.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, got the snipe. Her special move, she has this move at low high, right? I can combo that into super. She has this move that we were calling internally whip fling. If I press it again, she zooms in. Right, she could juggle. She's pretty good at juggling as well. Got some 2 anti-airs actually. Oh, this is another thing I need to go over is that anti-airs in this game. So, you know, obviously you can air block. However, every character has every character has a button that they anti-air with. So if you see Justin right here, he's well, when he's not attacking, he's air blocking, right? And he can even air block anything I do on the ground. But if I hit him with my anti-air, not only is it unblockable, but it also goes through any air attacks that he might do. Yeah, it goes right through it. So anti-airing will be a big part of the game as far as, you know, reacting to offense with anti-air and then having a optimal combo punish to, you know, obviously that's not optimal. Et cetera, right?
just a general idea of what's to come.
Yeah,
Nice.
that kind of
Okay.
thing, right? So you really want to punish people for you really want to punish them for jumping. You have Draken actually. Well, actually, I wasn't done showing yet. So this is some of her target combos, right? Light target combos. Medium, she uses the gun, and heavy. Right. Super, taken straight from the show. But yeah, she's a character that you want to sort of keep at this range, sort of stand heavy range, right? Oh, and then she has the double of course.
Zoning.
Yeah, and this move you use to cancel into super combos. So she's a character that she really complements Red well because of this, because of the overhead. But yeah, there'll be other systems that you can consider.
It's so good.
The fact that you can end attack combo.
What about the flip out?
Oh yeah, so those of you who are familiar with other fighting games where if you get hit in the air, you will flip out. With certain hit reactions or certain attacks, if you hit them either air to air or ground to air, they'll flip out and you can go for a mix up. So for example, so if I do like this juggle, and I can get under it, right?
Stolen. Stolen.
Damn, that was so fast. Yeah, I definitely was trying to
Oh yeah, it's right.
Yeah, so we had the guys in the studio, in the office for a little bit of time before this. So Justin may be familiar enough to show you a little bit of Draken. So Draken, for those of you guys that don't know, he is from the very successful Boom comic series, and he is basically Evil Tommy. And he is fighting with both Saba and the Dragon Flute, right? So, he's a dual-wheel fighter, very mix-up heavy. He has a double fireball. Ooh. And he's also a run character, so his forward special, it's sort of like a teleport dash. And off of this, you can do multiple, follow-ups. So he can run stop, he can slide, he can go behind you, he can end that slash into a super, or he can teleport above you. So, he's going to be a really tricky character as far as, how you do a block string, call your assist, dash through, end up on top, do the little flip out reset. Very mix-up heavy. You don't really know what he's going to do. Yeah, and then you can use run stop to continue combos.
With this one time.
If you go anymore, I think that so we have two systems that are preventing infinites in our game. I should go over. One of them is that we do have hit stun deterioration. So for example, if Justin kept doing that string with the run stops, it'll stop I think after maybe like the third rep. Let me try to so that's to eventually the hit stun will run out. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So, at that point in the combo, he wants to go into like a juggle or maybe a super or special. Also, we have a juggle limiter system in which the game will deem whether you have basically all the attacks in the game will have like a sort of like a juggle count, and if that count gets to a certain point, then you will automatically flip out that you saw earlier where you cross them. So several systems in place to prevent infinites, but I know that out of the 1,200 in the chat, one of those people is gonna maybe find the infinite. let me know ASAP. Let me know ASAP about this.
You already know how to stream the stream. You know what I mean? You're already like, I think I'm gonna get this infinite down and stuff like that.
Yeah, how do we talk about your infinites?
So Draken's a little taller, so these combos work. Usually not good. I swear that works.
Oh!
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a huge fan of both assists out at the same time, like I love the chaos, you know. So I wanted to make sure that that was something that not only you could do in this game, but I wanted it to be something useful. Oh yeah. Yeah. So given the tag system in the game, if I do this throw, color new screen. Oh, you already know I'm going with this. Right. So you can like alley-oop them, and that works with most of the throws in the game.
Cheap.
Yeah, you want to get it? Sure. Make sure that. Yeah. So someone in the chat asked how the super works. So meter consumption in this game, swap strike, which is what you use to bring in opponent's teammate that might be recovering. Yeah, that costs 1 meter as well. Ooh, as well as EX. EX costs 1 meter, and supers cost 2 bars. So, for example, Jason, he has a combo where you could just go like LMH down H into EX into super using all 3 bars, and it does it. Yeah, so a lot of characters they can combo into their super after their EX. Well, not green, but red can definitely do it. Yeah, actually yellow can do it too.
Don't press no buttons.
Yeah, so.
Alright, so one thing that I did catch on this when I was trying it earlier is the fact that after you push block, there's no guard stuff.
Yeah, so you know, we wanted to make it so that if you really read a good sequence to push block, that you can push them and punish them, right? So Gia's actually really good for that. So she can push, and then she can start mashing on H because of the range. You know, it kind of puts you at the perfect range to start doing stand heavies, basically. Yeah. So yeah, to push block it, it's S while you are blocking. Yeah. So if Justin does H, you can push and punish that like then you could have punished that right there. So it's gonna be that whole thing that any game that has push block, you all know that it's not push blocking is a thing. It's free in this game, but it's not always like that's EX plus super. Yeah, it's not always the best thing to do to push block. So if you bait a push block, right, you can do a move to get back in, or you can sort of make them do a wrong input, that sort of thing. So push blocking is good, not always the best thing to do, but it's an option that you have to sort of play, be more assertive on offense, right? Have more active, active defense. Yeah, Lord Draken, he has a lot of crazy combo routes. In fact, I want to say, of the characters that we're showing off today, I want to say Draken and Green, they have a lot of crazy combo routes, some of which don't even involve like the launch. So try this combo out, Justin. Do LMH run stop, LMH fireball, and then do that into the slide. And press S right there, and then go run slide. Yeah. And if you catch the run slide as an air hit reaction, they're gonna flip up. Yeah, and then you can hit them after that. Yeah.
I know.
It's pretty good.
You was listening, you was getting into transmissions from Zordon, aka Cluster.
Just say it.
Oh yeah, so you can stand jab right there, and then Reese, you can dash under, right? You can teleport and go high, call your assist, swap over to the assist. You're hitting them from the other side. Yeah, we want to make sure we kept options open-ended. Ooh! Yeah, he blocked it. Yeah. Saw it coming. Yeah, you could have grabbed.
Yeah, I was trying to grab.
You could have grabbed and called your assist. Ooh.
Like that.
Yeah, you could have juggled after that too.
Mix sucks.
Yeah. We have this thing called swap strike. So forces opponent in, right? So if Draken was in the back healing, he just lost all of his recoverable health, right? Yeah, get a mix up on him. Some of this, right?
That's like
And you can still tap.
Yeah, you can still tag.
Oh.
Who's on the roster? That is right. My boy Johnny's here. Oh man, I'm excited. I have not played it yet. This is my first time picking Johnny. Let's go and fight CPU. Also in this build, we got Cassie too, but you know what? We'll try Cassie another